You have to, no matter what, start with beating KingCobra.
No question. Well, should we introduce our players to start things off?
Let's do it.
Spawning. In that top right-hand position on Eternal Empire LE, it's our blue, Russian, Protoss player, currently 0-4, 0-8, still looking for that first map win in this event. His name is KingCobra.
Playing in the bottom left-hand side, playing for Team Don, of course, one of those new incredible organizations. Yeah, I read Twitter. He is the Red Protoss player, 16 years old, from Denmark. It's MaxPax.
Do you want to hear a fun KingCobra fact, Grant?
I swear down if you make another dick joke.
No, I'm not going to, I promise.
Okay.
Not only are KingCobras not actually cobras,
Okay.
most animals don't recognize their judicial authority. So their name is completely ridiculous.
So what you're saying is they have no regency over the rest of the other animals. They're not kings at all.
Exactly, and that's what makes their names so confusing. You would think with an animal like KingCobra, you'd be like, okay, it's the king of all the other animals, and it's a cobra. Not true, and doubly not true for KingCobras. While it is a dope-ass name, it's not as impressive as Couguar. And I think
No.
if we had a KingCobra and a Couguar fight each other,
Oh,
I feel
the
like
Couguar.
Couguar would win that one, no question.
Well, I don't know, man, because all the cobra needs is like one. How poisonous are cobras? Do you know? Are you a cobra expert?
I'm not a cobra expert, but they're, I think, scientifically pretty damn poisonous. And
Okay,
look at what, and KingCobra's build right now is
It's
also
poisonous.
pretty fucking toxic. Look at how terrible this is. Proxy Starport in the natural of MaxPax. He's
Not
trying to
scouted.
out-cheese the teaser right now, Grant.
Yeah, well, MaxPax also went for a pylon. Both players actually on Eternal Empire here wanted to go for a one-gate expand, which on this very large map is quite common. It's certainly growing in popularity. The worst thing right now for MaxPax is he doesn't have a bloody clue. MaxPax, okay, now he does. He finally scouts it with the Stalker that popped out. He's going to start working around the batteries, but this is very difficult. The most important part of dealing with Proxy Void Ray is scouting Proxy Void Ray early, and we can see batteries already finishing up here. This probe is too far forward. Come on now. Okay, maybe not.
Yeah, you gotta be really careful with that probe, man. I love that MaxPax has been target firing down the shield battery because it's draining the shield battery energy, right? Which makes them just basically giant chunks of useless minerals sitting there. Luckily, one of the shield batteries is still up when the Void Ray pops out here. And honestly, KingCobra not in the worst position right now. It's gonna be really difficult for MaxPax to hold this.
Yeah, MaxPax has 2 and soon to be a 3rd battery already started up. And that's an important start here for MaxPax. He's doing a good job. He is losing a lot of battery energy. And of course, Void Rays only gain in prowess. We've seen this with Goblin over and over and over again. A couple of workers going down, it looks like, in MaxPax's base. I think he probably pulled them to get batteries down. But this is a really difficult battle right now for MaxPax. KingCobra's really pulled off his build phenomenally. I'm very, very impressed. Phoenix out, I'm not so sure about. They go down very, very quickly. As they build up in numbers, of course, they will be useful for either pulling or you can't lose that Void Ray KingCobra. Oh my god, playing the fire. He's going to come in here. That's a bit of energy. Phoenix taking some damage, but KingCobra is keeping his units alive. The Void Ray count is only growing. And worker count does MaxPax, but is he oversaturated? Yes, by 1, which means KingCobra is undersaturated. Yeah, because he has a pro forward as well. So MaxPax has the financial lead here. Oh, this is sketchy. God.
This is really interesting. I don't see KingCobra getting broken here, and that's the problem. These Phoenix do a little bit of damage, sure, but it's going to take 10 of them before they can really 1 or 2 shot a Void Ray. And KingCobra has all the time he needs to drop more and more shield batteries. We're going to see that Cyber Core go down, and that means Bada Bing, no more Stalkers for MaxPax right now.
And no more batteries.
Unless he's got a backup. No, he doesn't have a backup at all. So he's got no more Stalkers. It's going to be all Phoenix from here on out, but the Void Ray count's starting to get really scary here. Void Rays are more dangerous in smaller numbers than Phoenix are, and I'm very concerned for MaxPax, who right now is powering all these shield batteries on only 1 pylon now. Oh man, if that is not the most Artosis pylon that I've ever seen in this build. Luckily, he's building a backup here, but MaxPax is supply blocked now, so he can't build any more Phoenix even if he needs to.
Void Ray will... Oh my god, that Void Ray had no shields. It was literally on like 4 hit points. I want to see how much it had. It had 4 hit points. And it just managing to survive throughout that Phoenix burst. How many Phoenixes have gone down? None yet, right? None. battery numbers are going to be the next most important thing. KingCobra has the battery advantage. If he can just kill one Phoenix, he can certainly snowball this. He's doing a great job. Of course, the Phoenixes are also doing great. Cybernetics core coming back up finally for MaxPax, because MaxPax needs more batteries. You can't build batteries without a cyber core. But this is, I think KingCobra making a few small mistakes with his prismatic alignments here, activating them and not cancelling and things like that. But it's not anything major just yet. And the Void Ray number now up to 6. There's only one less Void Ray than Phoenixes, and this is going to get a little scary if they target correctly.
Yeah, MaxPax getting pushed further and further back. The probe's still active out for KingCobra, of course, so we can add more on behind this. What's going on with MaxPax? I was going to say, what's he doing on the other side of the map here? Zealot going into the main base here. A couple more warpins from MaxPax. Really interesting choice to go for Adepts there to try and destroy the economy of KingCobra behind us. And actually, this may force a bit of a recall out of KingCobra if he wants to save his probe. But there it is, the recall going down. I love this from KingCobra, or pardon me, from MaxPax, forcing one of the Void Rays back, but it's only one. KingCobra being very cautious there, saving his probes, buying himself a little bit more time, and man, what do you say, Grant? This is such a weird start to the day.
Yeah, this is exactly what I wanted when the day started. So the Void Ray count is still very high. There was some lost mining time here, but the probes themselves mainly staying alive. You can see now KingCobra also is walling in, and that's very important. He's going to take down the pylon and be able to head across the map very soon. We have a Phoenix moving across. Of course, one Phoenix not going to be able to do much here. Maybe just pick off the Void Ray, or at least attempt to. If the Void Ray turns on the Phoenix, it probably could have killed it. Would have been close. But of course, that Void Ray will now go down. But we have a bit of a commitment now going on in the main here of MaxPax.
Yeah, it's a commitment is such a strong word. Neither of these players really willing to engage, which I think is probably the smart call. Both of them waiting to see if they can shore up their position, if they can make some sort of game-changing choice right now. KingCobra adding on a photon cannon back home just to stay safe. He could, of course, potentially put some forward cannons down if he wants to be a little more aggressive. Where's that probe? The probe appears to be gone from the natural. I'm not sure if it's still there or not. And MaxPax trying to change his fortune by dropping a robo and pushing across the map to put pressure on KingCobra's main base. I like MaxPax's strategy right here. I think this is going to be where he's going to find the most value. But of course, that photon cannon back home for KingCobra going to be insanely valuable. Yeah,
the complete wall and the photon cannon makes this very, very difficult. Phoenixes could try and find some damage, but you move out with 2 Phoenixes. There's a cannon in the middle line. Anyway, everything's so safe for KingCobra. MaxPax, I think, needs to focus more on the task at hand, which is winning the fight. Now, +1 is on the way for KingCobra, and that is a game changer. Destructible Rock's going to go down here, the unbuildable plates even. But it doesn't look like, as you said, the probe is here anymore. I think Adepts picked it up from the behind, possibly. And KingCobra's Void Ray number really getting unbelievable now. His 10th on the way. As we said, +1. We have a Prism coming out here for MaxPax. And that's a bit of a Hail Mary, I think. Because if that Prism doesn't find damage or is caught, MaxPax has cut Phoenix production for a little bit of time here. And I think he could end up in a whole world of pain.
Yeah, the Prism, a very unusual choice, a certain head scratcher. I'd love to talk to MaxPax after this game and ask what he's thinking, what he plans to accomplish with that Prism. Now, if we take a look at KingCobra's vision, actually, for a moment, Grant, I'm not sure if he's seen in MaxPax's base. I don't know if he knows about that. Does he know about the Robo?
No.
Nope, has no idea about the Robo, doesn't know about the rebuild. I mean, he knows the rebuilt Cyber Core is up, obviously, because more batteries have gone down, but doesn't yet know about that Robo, and I think that's so clutch, which does mean that if MaxPax can keep it secret for a little while longer, he may have a chance to surprise KingCobra back home with this Warp Prism, which is already loaded up.
What?
Oh my god, it's loaded up with probes. It's full of probes.
He's
just gonna expand. You absolute maniac. MaxPax, I love you so much.
This is wild. Now,
Tempest
of course, the base is
KingCobra.
mining out, so these probes were inefficient anyway. You may think, why did he send 8? Of course, they can't mine for a while, but they weren't really being useful anyway. So I quite like this now. This is very, very cute here. Let's keep an eye on the vision. The Robo's still not scouted. It is literally pixels away from what has been scouted here. We do have a Prism slowly going down here. A pylon that KingCobra made in the middle of the map slowly going down. The Adepts continuing to poke in just to make sure, see if they can catch anything. But this is getting very interesting. Tempest added to the fray, and that's now going to mean the siege is really on. Energy will be depleted for free here, and it can also start firing upon the Phoenixes themselves. You can see battery starting full. Fight coming on here outside of battery raise. The Phoenix is absolutely melting by the seams of it. Flux Veins not quite finished. Oh, how many Phoenixes have gone down right now? 2 already. 2 Void Rays also have gone down. Make that a third. Nice control from MaxPax. I don't know what's happening.
It's such an odd choice to go ahead and engage seconds before Flux Veins finishes up for those Void Rays. I'm not really sure what KingCobra was hoping to accomplish with that push, because it did look like a concerted push, right? It wasn't one of those like, oh, dip in and dart in. This was, he moved in, he activated those Flux Veins, and he really tried to push with the Tempest and Void Rays there. That was a big commitment from him. He is going to clean up a few batteries up front. These Tempests really hoping to zone MaxPax out, but MaxPax now has that bottom base going down, and KingCobra simply doesn't. The question is going to be, can MaxPax stay alive long enough to ferry those probes over? And now KingCobra has seen that Robo, I believe. So now he should have some suspicion like, wait a minute, what the hell does he have a Robo down for? That's a huge investment in this game. MaxPax dropping a second Robo now. Whoa.
That's crazy. MaxPax really needs to focus on surviving. He has no batteries left. The main is going to be completely abandoned here. All of the probes will go down. I think KingCobra may have done enough here, because I know it took a long time and the base is up, but there's nothing at the base. These Phoenixes are going to have to take a fight against +1 Void Rays. The Tempest actually out of position. 1 will go down. Big pickup.
Yeah, big pickup there indeed, and losing a little bit of health on those Phoenix for 1 Tempest is actually huge. That's fantastic stuff. So again, we see him going for the Cyber Core, the clutch building in this build. As you pointed out earlier, you can't build batteries without that Cyber Core, man. So MaxPax has got to get another Cyber Core up right away, because right now there's nothing to save him, and he's going to cancel that second Robo, and instead go for a Gateway and a Cyber Core. But it's only a matter of time before KingCobra finds this. He needs to get on the map. He needs to scout right away. But MaxPax can go ahead and dive and try and win this game economically. Such a weird game.
Phoenix surviving with 1 hit point there. Every unit absolutely necessary. The Void Rays with Flux Veins out on the hunt, and they're heading in the right direction. This is going to come down now to 1 final fight. These Void Rays are going to find their mark, but one of them left behind will go down. Nice little pickup here. Tempest as well maybe could have been committed.
Oh my god, he distracted him.
Yeah, nice distraction.
Hasn't seen it yet. Okay, MaxPax taking a really judicious fight here. Is going to lose a Phoenix, but again, every Void Ray he picks off is really good for him, because while the economic advantage is still in KingCobra's favor, MaxPax actually does have a full mining base. If MaxPax could defend this base for a little bit longer, he might be able to win, and he knows it. He's got to dive down deep right now. 1 more Tempest going down. 1 Tempest still in the light, but the Phoenix chases down these Void Rays. The Void Rays not focus firing the Phoenix very well. The Phoenix are going to get away there. The Phoenix count for MaxPax now down to 5. The Void Ray at 5 as well, but there is a Tempest, and the shield battery just going to get destroyed, and I think MaxPax won't quite have enough gas in the tank to save this one.
Yeah, now we see the Phoenixes coming in 1 final time. There's a Stalker supporting, and every ounce of DPS, every single shot so vital right now. But the probes have been forced to evacuate. KingCobra picked up his first map of DreamHack Full. Congratulations.
Oh, and Grant, what a way to pick up that first map. My god, that was beautiful and horrible. And it was like some sort of modern art that I didn't really fully understand, but I still knew was gorgeous and had a lot of heart in it from both players. So well done by KingCobra. As you said, his first map in the entire tournament so far. That was filthy. That was filthy, Grant. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I really liked it. It was scouted very, very late. It's very common for a pylon to go down next to the 2 gateways of a Protoss, or next to the gateway cyber of a Protoss, so you can see what unit comes out. But this time, that wasn't its only purpose. It stopped the scouting in the natural. There were no units until that first Stalker popped out, because a Zealot wasn't made. If MaxPax had made a Zealot, could have just pulled probes and taken down the pylon and stopped that from happening. A cool game, man. 2 absolutely wild players. I'm excited to see what we get on Everdream, which we're loading into right now.
It only ever is a slow loading time if you announce it.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Our first player representing Exxon and Denmark, he is a 16-year-old wonder child. One of the most creative players in many, many years. Got a mountain to climb, though. It's MaxPax.
It's very weird to hear Wonder Child in a language that's not German. I don't know that I've ever heard that before.
Wunderkinder would be Wonder Child, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm used to. Spawning in the bottom left-hand side in that blue, our Russian player with his first win of the entire 2-week group stage. It is KingCobra.
And KingCobra currently sitting at 0-4. Yeah.
Correct.
So it's very, very, oh my god, unlikely that he's going to be able to get through here. Okay, so MaxPax is going to scout this cannon rush. He sees a second probe, he should know immediately. And and I'm interested to see how MaxPax is going to hold it. We have the probe coming in here from KingCobra, and it does throw down the pylon. Did MaxPax not scout this? This is so difficult because now he's ruled out.
Terrible
He has to cancel
reaction
his
time for
gateway.
MaxPax there. Terrible reaction time for MaxPax there, allowing all 3 of these pylons to get down. Only just now pulling 3 probes, and that's not enough. He's not taking this seriously enough, Grant. Okay, 5 is a little better, but already KingCobra with the first photon cannon on the low ground, and he will finish off this wall off, no question.
Gateway? Okay. Full pylons. This is okay. MaxPax needs to stop the probe, most importantly. He's going to make a Zealot. He gets the Cybernetics for that's fine. Is he getting a Forge of his own? Yes, he is. Now, if he can stop the probe and get some cannons on the high ground, he is okay. I don't mind the Forge response. This cannon note on the high ground cannot go down. It has to be cancelled. The Zealot is going to have to do some tanking here in order to get the cancellation. We see the probe continuing to chase away. The Zealot doesn't want to be falling just yet, and it does. And KingCobra's, his cannon has more hit points. It's already further up. I think KingCobra might have done it.
Yeah, MaxPax not responding quickly enough here. He still obviously has a chance. He's got a counter cannon of his own going down. That counter cannon is going to finish just seconds after KingCobra's cannon finishes, though. And if your cannon has a 1-second advantage over the other cannon, I've got bad news, kids. Your cannon wins. So KingCobra's high ground cannon going to finish up. He's got another pylon to support this. The probe's pulled for MaxPax here, but KingCobra is not fooled. He's already started to work on that cannon. And it's cannon versus cannon here. And actually, MaxPax is going to take 1 extra shot there. KingCobra not focus firing very well, but MaxPax